Hello everyone, welcome back to Into Sports. I'm your host Evan, and today, yes, we're recording in the snow. So if you like that, please click that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. But there was a blockbuster trade in the NFL. The Lions get Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a third-round pick in exchange for their star quarterback, Matthew Stafford, heading to LA to the Rams to play with Sean McVay. And this is something I've always thought about. When your biggest weakness becomes your biggest strength, that's a major sign of success. And when the opposite happens, you're doomed. So think about this. The Miami Dolphins, 2 years ago, they had by far the worst defense in football. People thought they were tanking. Then they upgrade that defense, and it becomes their strength. And now people are saying, oh, this might be a dynasty. So you go from tanking to dynasty when your weakness becomes a strength. I think that's what the Rams did here. Their weakness last year was Jared Goff. He was my number 27th ranked quarterback. He didn't make things happen when the play broke down. He left completions on the table. He turned the ball over. And now their weakness, Jared Goff's becoming a strength with Matthew Stafford. Coming into the year, my 7th ranked quarterback. He makes a lot happen when the play breaks down. He doesn't leave very many completions on the table. And he doesn't give you those bonehead mistakes every other game that Jared Goff was giving you. He's going to play much smarter football than Goff. So Jared Goff was the problem in LA, but it was always kind of hidden. He was always the problem. But it was hidden by McVay's scheme, his ability to make life easy on a quarterback. So Jared Goff's low-level play was covered up for all those years. But now we get to see a top 10 quarterback in that offense, top 10 caliber quarterback with Matthew Stafford. So I'm expecting 4,500 yards. I'm expecting 35 touchdowns through the air for Stafford. And I think he's going to be in the MVP conversation throughout the year. This offense is going to be out running the football with Cam Akers. And then after you ground and pound a little bit, you fire a 20 or 30 yard laser past the linebacker's head. That's what Matthew Stafford can give you. It's going to be a big play offense, chunk plays, along with it's still going to be a run game predicated Cam Akers, but play action game. I expect this to be 20-yard completion, 30-yard completion, similar to what we see in Tampa Bay with Tom Brady working off the play action game, taking shots downfield with great touch and accuracy, a lot of big-time throws. 2 veteran guys with Brady and Stafford that can make a lot of big-time throws and are very smart as well. Now, in 12 years of his career, Matthew Stafford had a top 10 defense one time. And that year he went 11-5. But now, not only does he have a top 10 defense, he has the best defense in the sport. And he has Sean McVay dialing things up from a play calling perspective, Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp as receivers, an excellent run game and offensive line. So for 54 years, no team ever hosted a home Super Bowl. But I think it's going to happen 2 years in a row now, because the Super Bowl will be played in LA next year, and I think the Rams will be a part of it. They check every box. Head coach, quarterback, now that's the box they check. Playmakers on offense with Akers, Kupp, Woods, 2 good tight ends with Everett and Higbee. You have the offensive line that was 3rd ranked by Pro Football Focus. A disruptive front 7 with Aaron Donald, who many people consider the best defensive player of all time. You also have Leonard Floyd to complement him as a pass rusher. And a secondary with Jalen Ramsey, who's the best corner in football, and John Johnson, who's a very nice safety. This is a Super Bowl team. They check every box. There's not a significant weakness. They're a little thin because they spend a lot of money on a few players, so they don't have as much depth. So if injuries happen, that could be a problem, but there's no major weakness with this team. Now on the other side of the ball of this trade, for Detroit, this is a complete rebuild. They're going to be a 2 or 3 win team next year. I think they should be favored to get the number 1 pick in the draft because this year they won 5 games, but it was all because of Matthew Stafford's ability to make big time plays in the passing game. Also, all their receivers are free agents now. So their strength, which is their passing game, is now a weakness with Goff, and who knows what receiving core they're going to have. So it's going to be ugly in Motor City.